Hello viewers, you are welcome again to Living and Loving, where we live to love and we love to live. Buki, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we want to thank you so much for being with us up to this point. Thank you so much, those of you that have subscribed. If you are yet to subscribe, please, we are still trusting you, hoping that you will subscribe so that you can help us to keep coming out for you and giving you all these wonderful contents. We need you. Please encourage us, subscribe, share, and comment anytime you see us. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Remain blessed. Okay. Does body count matters? Does it really matter in a relationship? We want to start something special. We want to move to the next level, but you have a body count. Okay. Now, what do you mean by body count? Body count is simply the number of people you have been sexually involved with up to date. 50, 70, 100, 150, 200, 300. That's your body count. Now, does it really matter if we want to start something? Does it matter? Is it important I know your body count or you know my body count?
Yes, it matters.
It matters.
I've just answered your question. It matters.
How does it matter? I see you, I like you, and of course, I'm drawn to you. But meanwhile, you've had, at your age, you are 27 years old, and so far, you've had about 500 men.
Wow, that's
okay?
serious.
Yes, I'm 30 years old, and so far, I've had just about 4 women in my life. Now, I ask you of your body count, and you are telling me 500. Jesus. And I have just 4. Now, what do I need that information for? What does that determine anything?
Yeah, it matters because for a girl of 25 or 27, as you have rightly put it,
okay,
having a body count of 70, 80, 100,
yeah, the
person is not good for marriage.
Why? How?
It's not good for marriage. If at 25 or 27, you already have 70, 100 counts,
okay,
body counts.
Okay.
To me, if you ask me, she's already expired.
Expired as how?
Waiting to explore.
This part of the body that is being used, it is there, and it can be used as many times as possible. It is one part of the body that can never be defeated, and it will continue to serve its purpose as intended. It has no mileage, it has no meter, it is just there, ever fresh and ever. So it doesn't matter how many people have entered into that place, it does not change anything. It will still give the same pleasure and everything. So what do you need the body count for?
Will you just listen to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
From the perspective right now,
yeah,
it appears you have an interest somehow.
In the body count?
Yes. But let me tell you straight.
Okay.
It matters.
Okay.
For a 25 years, okay, let's leave the age out of it. Be you any age.
Yeah.
You're talking of body count.
Yeah.
As a normal lady,
yeah,
a very hygienic,
okay,
lady.
Yeah.
You understand? A very serious lady. A God-fearing lady or a guy. What if you have more than one body count? Okay, maybe this dispensation, this time we find ourselves. Children of these days, youth of these days, they don't really see anything serious about it. They just believe that they can fly from one bed to the other. To me, it matters. If I can say, okay, because of decorum, there's no decorum anywhere, I can still say, okay, we can manage with about 5. Maybe because of disappointment or religious background, my parents say, no, we cannot. 5, it's okay. After that 5, the person is not supposed to go into marriage.
So what is the difference between 5, 50, 500 and 5,000?
I've just explained.
What is the difference?
There's this. I have a problem with you. Once you are interested in something, you keep boiling.
Yes.
You don't have a space in your heart to see whether this thing is good or not.
Yes, because body count does not matter.
Busy.
What do you want to do with body count?
Okay, let's begin to look at it from all this perspective I want to mention.
Okay.
1, at the end, to result into verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse.
That's just the simplest I can mention. It will result to verbal abuse.
Okay.
It will later result to physical abuse. Yes.
Physical abuse.
Exactly. It will result to physical abuse,
So
because I know your body count, or you know my body count, even if you can manage it at this moment because the thing we feel for ourselves is hot and we feel we can just manage it doesn't matter, tomorrow it will start to count, it will start to matter. So why don't it matter to you right now when you're about to start the relationship than waiting for tomorrow? See, let me tell you something.
Why would something that doesn't matter to me today now matter to me tomorrow?
It will definitely matter from the earth side of it. It will later matter to you, whether you accept it or not. I've just told you about the physical abuse. I've told you about the verbal abuse. There's this sexual abuse, because at the end of the day, you know my body count. You know that I've been with about 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 men. Yes. And you expect the best. See, no matter how far you go, it will still tense on your body, to read on your body. You understand? Your drive, the more you go, the lesser your drive. So at the time you now need me to buckle up or to reach out with your drive and I cannot, you start feeling somehow, and before you know it, you start running this verbal abuse, and if it's not well managed, it will extend to physical abuse. Then later you are the person that is in charge, maybe in bed. It will later result to sexual abuse, and if care is not taken, it will cause about depression. Now let me shock you. The number of guys you go in with, you have a trait in you. The DNA, your DNA, the DNA of the children you'll be bringing up in future might reach the traits of these other guys. Now, it is even safer with the ladies, you understand? But I am telling you, whether you are a guy or you are a lady, body count matters.
So it's safer with the who? The ladies? Yes. Or the men?
No, sorry, it's safer with the guy.
Okay.
It's safer with the guy, because it is what you put in that you will get. But sometimes it is whatever you put in, talking about DNA, you might not really get exactly. So it depends on the number of counts you now have, the number of traits you will find in the DNA. What about that? So whether you accept it or not, it will later matter to you. At that time, it will not matter. It will be more disastrous in that relationship than when it matters now.
Oh yeah, well, concerning the issue of DNA and stuff like that. All right. Yeah, I believe that
eagerness to talk is no longer in you.
No, you see that I'm building up again. I've been listening to you now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to, I'm coming up. Now, the issue of DNA, every man the woman has slept with, have a DNA and that is okay. I believe that if I see you and I love you, I can deal with that. So long the babies or the children you are going to have, they are for me. Okay? It doesn't really matter.
How will you feel?
Okay.
Okay. From my own assessment of you now.
Okay.
You are of the mesomorph group. No, you are of the endomorph group. Okay. You understand? Okay. What about me having a child for you and the child belongs to the mesomorph or the endopromph? You understand? What do I mean? You are like this, and I end up giving you a child that will be very tall, very tall, slim, things like that, and yet the child is yours. By the time you begin to trace it and you go after the traits, the genes, the DNA of that child, you discover that yes, it is not only your gene, it's not only your trait that is in that child. How will you feel?
You've said it all, and yet you've ended it well. The child is mine.
But then the trait, the other trait.
I don't need
will you
any
be happy
other.
Seeing a child that does not have your physique, that does not have your look, and yet is your child?
But the child is mine. The child is mine, right? The child is mine. So if I'm short and my son is tall, or I'm slim and he's big,
if you can accept it, you have a family.
Yes.
If they are wise, they begin to look at that child. They begin to query the woman. They begin to talk.
Okay.
You understand? You might not be there. You might even be there. You cannot win them at last.
Okay.
How will you have a child who is very tall and you are not tall, and I'm not tall, and my family, we are not tall people, and your family, they are not tall people, but because I've dated somebody who is a mesomorph, and now I'm producing something that looks like my past, will you be happy? You can never wake up and see that, especially when the child is growing up. You begin to see other people's figure in that child.
And that is why, in order to save yourself, all these endomorph, mesomorph, all this off-morph, all this headache, it does not matter. Don't bother to go into what you will not like the answer.
Okay.
So don't bother about I see you, I love you, I want you. Your past is your past, and your past is where it should be, the past. So your body count It doesn't matter to me. Let's come together. Let's make our family.
It matters
and
because
that's
even
it.
if I have a friend,
Yes.
if I have a friend that the younger one has a count of about 50, 60, 70, and I have a brother that is going after my friend's younger one,
Yes.
I will still deny them the right to themselves.
Why?
Yes.
What's your concern?
Because of the things that will come up later. It
Like
matters.
what?
Okay, aside the DNA, there's
Okay.
this spiritual attachment. If you go out with more than 1, 2, 3 people before you get married, there's a spiritual problem. You are possessed. You understand? Yes. That such a person is possessed.
Okay.
And the kind of possession, I can't really, let me put it at the let's say it is legion, because once you cannot even, there are even people that don't remember their counts. Yes, there are people that don't even remember.
Yeah.
They have exceeded the limits. They don't even remember anymore, and they catch fun doing it. If you ask them, they even graciously they will tell you, "Oh, I don't know, I've exceeded the limits." So you understand. So you now see I'll now see my younger brother going after such people.
Now,
In fact,
if she
you
tells
don't
me she
even
doesn't know, am I supposed to feel bad?
see, it doesn't even have to be that same person counting. Once I know a family that one of them have lost count, my own perspective now, that family is a no-go area. You understand? If I even have a friend, if I have somebody whose friend has lost body count, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. So the spiritual aspect of it, there is madness, there's possession, there's a spirit working in that person, and I wouldn't allow that spirit to affect my own sibling. So body count matters. It matters. We need to know how spiritually attached, or I don't know how to put it, the person is.
So now let me ask you, right? Before I ask you, please, viewers,
It's like
please, let's have your comment on this. Let's have your comment. Do you think body count really matter, either for the woman or for the man, or you think it does not matter? Because I'm saying it does not matter.
It matters,
right?
you see.
Yeah, but I'm saying it does not matter.
Have you considered
Now,
the medical aspect of it?
yeah, the medical. I think you just talk about the DNA, right? And I'm saying
Aside
that
have you talked about have you really considered the medical aspect of it?
that's the only time I can say, okay, well, we can, rather than asking for body count, I can say, okay, have you contacted any disease before? Maybe any STD or any problem whatsoever? Are you healthy? And once I'm able to certify that you are healthy, you have not contacted any disease before, if you have, you are okay. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't want to marry an unhealthy person, but once you are okay, you are healthy, that's fine. Yes, maybe in having multiple partners,
do you know there are some
diseases?
Do you know there are some STDs that will not even show up the first 5 years, and you have gone for medical checkup, you realize that this girl is healthy, the guy is healthy, and you go after the person, you come up as man and woman, and in 5 years, the result of what you did 6 years ago start coming up. What do you do? So my dear,
what do we do?
It matters.
What do we do?
Body count matters.
What do we
From
do?
all this perspective now,
In that case, what do? We treat the problem, and that's it. We just treat the problem. Problem comes, it's part of the family, it comes with the territory, it comes with marriage, whatever it is, we treat it. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, look, this is the first part. I want us to end this first part, and we are in 2 days' time. We are going to come up with the part 2 of this program. We are just starting. She's been talking. I've not said anything, but please just go ahead and put in whatever you have to say. The part 2 is going to drop in the next 2 days. Well, please wait for us. We'll come up again. But I will drop a question before we leave this part.
You drop the question with me.
Yes,
to
you that, okay, now how many body count, or how do I put it, do you now think is ideal? That is that there will not be a spiritual link, there will be no mesophobe, there is no endomorph, there is no okay. How many body count will now be okay?
You see, this generation.
Let's see how realistic you are. And then let them ponder on that. All right. So we will be seeing you in the next part. We'll be seeing you. All right. Just stick around. In the next 2 days, you are going to have this part 2. Thank you so much for being with us. And once again, remember to subscribe. Remember to share, and we'll be happy you do that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.